In 2025, tons of scooter brands put their best foot forward and continued to innovate, releasing loads of new and improved electric scooters. Budget scooters under $1,000 became better than ever, performance that used to only be available above $2,000 became available at nearly half the price, and the higher end categories expanded, giving riders with larger budgets options that are tailor-made to their wants and needs. Only a few of the scooters that were featured on last year's list are here on this list because of how great the scooters that got released this year were. All of my picks at every price are scooters I've personally tested and feel confident recommending, and if you like one of the scooters you see, the links and discount codes for all of the scooters will be down below in the description. Those links are the best way to support me and are what allow me to continue to make these videos. I'll also link the full reviews for each of these scooters if you'd like a deeper dive into a scooter you're interested in. So without further ado, let's jump into it, starting at the under $400 ultra budget class. Segway's new generation of the Segway E2 Plus was released this year, adding front suspension and not increasing the price at all from their first generation model. The E2 Plus has been my go-to recommendation at this price tier for as long as it's existed, and the release of the new generation model ensures that it remains a staple here. With a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour, honeycomb tires, and simple high-quality parts, it's a scooter that is reliable and perfect for a new rider wanting to get around the neighborhood or for a commuter needing a last-mile option. And for the first time, Segway saw serious competition emerge in this category, with NIU putting out the new KQi 100P and the 100F. NIU's previous generation KQi 1 couldn't quite keep up with the Segway E2, but that is no longer the case with this new generation release. The 100 series also offers front suspension, has an increased top speed of 17.4 miles an hour, more riding platform space, and wider handlebars. The 100F is an even more portable option with folding handlebars if you need the scooter to be as compact as possible. For those with a strict $400 budget, go with the Segway E2 Plus if you're purchasing for a teen or a small rider, or if you really want to go with a brand that you recognize. If you're an adult wanting the most performance and comfort that you can get under $400 while still having that same top-notch quality and longevity, go with the KQi 100P or F. However, for adult riders, I think it's always worth it to go up at least one more price tier, and that takes us to our mid-budget scooters, the $400 to $900 range. For those who are performance and comfort minded, the Ausom L1 offers an unmatched top speed of 28 miles an hour, full suspension, adjustable handlebars, and a spacious riding platform. This does come at the expense of increased weight, but if you don't need to carry around your scooter much, this is a great option. For an ultra-polished, full suspension scooter that is more portable, the Segway F3 is the perfect scooter for a commuter on a budget. You get a top speed of 20 miles an hour, plus the usual Segway suite of features with their 2-in-1 throttle, customizable color center display, and a host of app options and features. It's one of the best looking scooters at this price and is another case of the most well-known brand offering a fantastic option at the price. The new KQi 300P is the sequel to a scooter featured on a number of my best of lists over the years, the KQi 3 Pro. The 300P is better in every way with a higher top speed of 20 miles an hour, quicker acceleration, and front hydraulic suspension. Keeps the same chunky, bulletproof build with the really nice rear tail that is my absolute favorite, all while still staying relatively portable. If you really care about long-term longevity, this is probably the best option at the price. The original KQi 3 Pro that I had lasted me for years with no issues, and this scooter is just as good or better. The NAVEE ST3 is a newcomer to the budget market from the same people that made the original scooter that helped popularize personal electric scooters, the Xiaomi 365. The ST3 is designed to be as light as possible while still offering a top speed of 25 miles an hour. NAVEE has opted for full elastomer suspension to keep the weight down while still offering a good amount of cushioning and comfort. The features are fairly simple and straightforward as well to keep things light and low maintenance. So if your priority is maximum performance and comfort, go with the Ausom L1. If you care about features and design, go with the Segway F3. If longevity and reliability are most important to you, the KQi 300P is your best friend, and if you want portability and performance, go with the NAVEE ST3. The $900 to $1,100, or as I refer to it, the $1,000 price class, is by far the hardest category to narrow down to just a few picks. This year has been an absolute goldmine of amazing scooters around $1,000. There is a scooter for every need or want in this price tier. I actually have a dedicated video to my top picks based on what you're looking for, and I will link that down below if you want an in-depth dive into all of my favorite models at this price. However, here is an abridged rundown of my favorites. The Ausom L2 Max dual motor is the first scooter that I've ever tested with a claimed top speed of 40 miles an hour for less than $1,000. While the actual GPS top speed ended up being 36 miles an hour, at the time it was still the fastest scooter that I had ever tested at that price. This top speed, together with full spring suspension, wide handlebars, a trigger throttle, dual disc brakes, and knobby 10-inch tires, makes it one of the most well-rounded, well-priced dual motor performance scooters, not only at this price, but also just generally. This scooter offers a truly fast, comfortable, and fun option for those on a budget. The only dual motor scooter at this price that beat the L2 Max for top speed that I've tested is the Splach Thunder, getting a true 40 miles an hour in my testing. While the Thunder is no doubt a performance scooter, Splach has opted for a more portability-focused scooter than the Ausom L2 Max. The Thunder has folding handlebars to keep the scooter quite compact when folded, and the elastomer suspension is lighter than spring suspension while still offering really impressive cushioning. The smaller size and folding handlebars do mean that it feels a little less sporty and stable than it otherwise could, but that trade-off could be worth it depending on your needs. Segway is back on this list again with the Max G3, really the ultimate commuter scooter. It blends and balances all the elements of what make a scooter good. It's fast with a top speed of 28 miles an hour. It's feature-rich with all sorts of options to customize your ride or lock it when you're away from it. It's comfortable with full hydraulic suspension, 11-inch pneumatic tires, wide handlebars, and a large riding platform. And it's relatively portable, lighter than the dual motor options in this category, and easy to fold and unfold. It may not be quite as fast as some of the other options, and it might not be as cheap as some of the other commuter options, but it is the most well-balanced scooter in this category, casting the widest net and offering something compelling to most riders. NIU as well offers a compelling option at this price with the KQi 300X. This is very similar to the KQi 300P that we mentioned in the previous price category, but it has increased top speed and range. Once again, reliability is this scooter's greatest strength, while offering a top speed of 24 miles an hour, front hydraulic suspension, and a sizable riding platform with a big rear tail. The scooter seems to always be on sale, being offered for as little as $800, so it offers the chance to get a scooter that offers features and performance above its price. And then for some quick honorable mentions, the Teewing GT4 is the fastest scooter I've ever tested at this price with a top speed of 43 miles an hour. The NIU KQi Air is the lightest adult electric scooter in the world made from carbon fiber, and the Apollo Go is a sleek, commuting-focused dual-motor electric scooter. $1,100 to $1,700 is what I consider the next tier of electric scooters, pushing into serious performance options that still maintain some semblance of portability. Doing a search online, and especially on Amazon, will show you a lot of scooters in this price category with claims of insane top speeds and range, but don't be pulled in by this junk that you find on Amazon or AliExpress. These scooters make a lot of false claims, are low quality, and often don't have the proper certifications that ensure safe operation. Don't risk your scooter falling apart while riding or a battery fire in your house, and buy from reputable, high-quality brands. So with that said, Ausom is back on this list with the DT2 Pro. It's the next tier in Ausom's lineup of electric scooters, and while the tested top speed of 40 miles an hour is only a small jump over the L2 Max, the acceleration sees a significant bump and is really capable of snapping your neck back on takeoff. You also get a substantial bump up in range and a small bump in overall size and riding space. You get hydraulic disc brakes for better control and increased braking performance. The best part is that this scooter comes in as the cheapest of the scooters in this category, making it a budget high performance option. For the maximum speed you can get in this category while still being good quality, the Yume Raptor is the way to go. Its top speed of 50 miles an hour is almost unmatched at its $1,500 price. You get a really solid design and set of features to complement this speed with hydraulic disc brakes, wide handlebars, a good sized riding platform with a rear tail, and big, grippy, street-focused tires. The Maxfun 10 Pro has been my favorite scooter in this price category for a while, and is one of the few 72-volt scooters at this price. It has acceleration that takes your breath away and a top speed of 43 miles an hour. The suspension is comfortable, the riding platform is sizable, the handlebars are nice and wide, offering a ton of control, and the whole scooter stays portable enough to haul around when needed. Comes standard with LG battery cells, high quality hydraulic disc brakes, and PMT tires. With all these features, it sits towards the top of this price category, but is worth it if you're a thrill seeker with a bit more budget. The Maxfun 10 Pro is actually sold out now, and that's because the 2.0 version of the scooter is coming very soon, and it's likely that it will be an even better scooter, so I'll link it down below once it's out. I will be doing a full review on the 2.0 version, so if you want to see that, get subscribed down below. Moving up to the $1,700 to $2,200 category, we see both a jump in performance, but also a return to scooters that are less focused on performance and more focused on features, quality, and design. Just like with high-end cars, not everyone wants the fastest scooter that they can get, and they might have other priorities. One of those scooters is the Apollo Phantom 2.0. It still has a really respectable top speed of 44 miles an hour, but with features geared towards commuters and those wanting to enjoy scootering without the high intensity that many other scooters in this price class bring. That's not to say it's slow at all, but performance is not its #1 priority. It's one of the best looking scooters on the market and has a number of components that have been tested and designed by Apollo in-house. It's comfortable, sleek, and very unique in a sea of boring scooters. However, if you're craving true performance, the Nami Klima is one of the fastest accelerating scooters in this price class. Its top speed of 43 miles an hour is not class leading, but that is not what this is designed to do. It's about getting up to that speed as quickly as possible. It also has some of the best suspension on the market with adjustable rebound and a ton of travel. This has been one of my favorite scooters for a very long time, though it does seem that availability is dwindling, at least in the US, so if you can find one, it's worth grabbing while you can. If you find the Nami Klima hard to get a hold of, the Kaabo Mantis King GT is the next best thing with a similar top speed, lightning quick acceleration, and good suspension, though it doesn't have quite as much travel as the Klima. The Mantis is a timeless scooter and has been refined and improved over the years and is still an awesome option. For those who want good performance with impressive off-road capabilities, the Kaabo Wolf Warrior X is a fantastic option. You get similar performance to the previously mentioned Mantis King GT, but with a dual stem design for better stability, as well as suspension and tires designed for off-roading. You do see an increase in weight over the Mantis King GT, but it is still a very nimble scooter while being built well to take abuse. It is one of my favorite off-roading scooters ever. And then we have a late addition to this category and potentially my favorite scooter of 2025, the Teverun Fighter Mini Pro. I just finished reviewing this scooter and that full review will be released after this video. It has a top speed of 40 miles an hour, one of the coolest designs I've ever seen from a scooter with this carbon fiber pattern, hydraulic suspension, super snappy acceleration, and just an overall super well-rounded set of high quality components and features. It's also still quite compact, making it a near perfect balance of portability and performance that should appeal to a huge range of riders. The $2,200 and above category is quite broad, but once you get to this price, you're likely shopping with a much more flexible budget, looking for a scooter that fits your specific needs. The Maxfun 10 Max is the big brother of the Maxfun 10 Pro mentioned earlier, and it has an absolute smorgasbord of name brand components. This has PMT tires, the best tire brand on the market, Magura MT5 brakes, some of the best brakes on the market, and Samsung cells, one of the best battery brands on the market. The adjustable hydraulic suspension is like a pillow, and the huge riding platform plus the tail makes it comfortable for long periods no matter what position your feet are in. With this scooter and most at this price, you get absolutely insane acceleration and top speeds close to 60 miles an hour. The Teewing Mars XT and XTR are two extremely high performance scooters that go for a dual stem design to help with stability at speed. These two scooters are the peak of performance when it comes to mass-produced scooters, and it's really only the custom or small batch boutique scooters that can outperform these. You're in for mind-melting acceleration and gut-clenching speeds. They also have added clearance for better off-roading capabilities, though I have found them to be better as on-road scooters. If you do want to do some off-roading, the Kaabo Wolf King GT Pro is one of the best scooters ever for off-roading, and the Kaabo Wolf King GTR takes everything the GT Pro does and pushes it to the next level. Both scooters go faster than 60 miles an hour and have a ton of clearance with big, wide tires. I personally prefer the GT Pro for on-road riding as the handlebars are taller and it has sportier geometry and dimensions, but the GTR is the single greatest two-wheeled scooter that I've ever tested off-road. For me, 2025 really showed that innovation in the scooter industry still exists, and also that scooters will continue to offer more for less money. There's never been a better time to buy a scooter, and there are really amazing scooters available no matter your budget. Let me know down below which models I missed and which ones I should maybe prioritize testing for the coming year. Again, links and discount codes for all the scooters in this video will be down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.